Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program. Liberia first on Gilead Talk. It's Thursday night, February 23rd, 2023. 2023. Ayrton Yawatamba is first in the queue tonight. Austin Sampson. Anthony Ure. Welcome. We got a great show coming up here for all of us here tonight. MUSU B. Cooper, Vincent P. Kia, William Smawulu, Aliu Kamara. Welcome. Coming up tonight right here, right now, our monologue. Don't mind them. Stated George Manuel Weir. The triumph of hope over experience. While the Liberian people will embrace hope you can count on over the experience of the elite opposition. The change for hope gave any hope or restore the hopes of the Liberian people for a CDC second term? Why will the Liberian people reject the experience of the Liberian opposition? Robbery and murder. Former Chief Justice GLORIA MUSU Scott's home was armed robbed and a young daughter killed. Who could it have been? As the opposition sprang into their usual mood of accusing the Liberian government. Who it could have been? As the opposition sprang into their usual mood of accusing the Liberian government of masterminding the crimes. The census report is out. LISGIS and the international partners have released the first ever electronic data census conducted in the country. Liberia now has a population of 5,248,621 people. As the opposition criticizes the report, the international partners have praised the works. Let's analyze. Science and DNA. Mo Ali did 3 DNA tests to get the results he sought. He's not the father. Why do we now believe the sciences in this DNA and not the pathologist's reports in late Princess Cooper and the auditors? Was this DNA test fixed? Was it fixed? Fake news busted. Junior Haltor Deacon Depot Department busted how Spoon TV buys live views on every show. The scheme was revealed on GST and Freedom FM Face the Issue shows. McCarthy Johnson, welcome to you. Patterson Davis says Riri, Saya V. Dolly. Joseph Babu, no, Monique Boyu, welcome. And if you are joining us for the very first time, we say welcome to you as well. On this platform, we insist that we will be civil with one another. There will be no curse words, no insults of any kind. Douglas Bailey, bring it on. Countess Wave Ratura Coleman, welcome. Joyce Lamaga Wim, thanks for sharing there, Lamaga. As you come on board, folks, please share with somebody. Joe T. Phillips, Arthur Solo Senior, and from Omaha, Nebraska. As you come on board, please share with somebody. Also, coming up tonight, the budget passed. The House of Representatives passed the national budget in the amount of USD $794,532,682, an increase of $16,579,682 compared to the version submitted by the executive. Liberia is ranked 10th best electricity regulator in Africa. Black male busted. Black male busted. In quotation marks, no US $1.5 million is missing at the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, says Front Page Africa Rodney this year, as Henry P. Costa attempt to blackmail Liberia Water and Sewer Managing Director, Mr. Dwana Kamara. Costa said Dwana and others were being investigated by the LACC for a USD $1.5 million to buy chemicals for water treatment. But in a WhatsApp exchange, Dwana informed Costa, the blackmailer, to go ahead with his story, as he was never at LACC offices and not being investigated. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Comfort Wilson, Joseph Yanti, Patrick Kayasier, Christopher Walter Tobasi, Marie Pine, welcome. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Mickey Me D. Harris there in New England. Happy birthday to you, Mickey Me. Santa Johnson Parker of Minnesota. GTT Wardrobe III. Happy birthday to you, my man. Dempster Greer. John Dishaw Star of Minnesota. Happy birthday to you. Mom Betty's son. Happy birthday. Also celebrating his birthday, Roberta Bermudez. Congratulations on your birthday there, young man. And that's the son of Mildred Isaac Bermudez, Philadelphia Enclave. And we say congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Benedict and Thelma G. Lavla on their milestone anniversary, celebrating tonight. Mr. and Mrs. Thelma G. Lavla, congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, this broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Monique Walker, Mohammed Bayu, welcome.
Liberia, love Liberia, Liberians love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia, love Liberia. No one but to love it for you. Charity begin at home and end in abroad. When the hustlers say it, they stream by you. Love Liberia.
Liberians love Liberia. A brand new hit. First time ever. Played on any radio station. Obadiah Tugba of Australia. Emma Dahlia.
Liberia will be no Christian principle, but the reality is different. Oh yes, oh. Sometimes when I'm looking wrong, I just see the resources. I do not know how, but been suffering for it. Some people will say it's nepotism. Some people will say it's corruption. But I come to let you know it's like a love, oh. Liberia, love Liberia.
Beaches Joe, Agnes
Liberian
Glamour.
living in Liberia, they do not love their own thing. They love other people's things.
Liberians love Liberia.
More than their own.
Support your own.
Say they love Liberia.
Obadiah King, Obadiah Tokba.
Liberian living in Lebron. They obey the people rules. When they go to Liberia, they violate the rules. Some will drink and drive.
Some will drink and drive.
Then they say they love Liberia.
Then they say they love Liberia.
The one that sell it in the market, the one that ride the taxi too. When they hear Janeto news,
Salome Weeks, MUSU B. Cooper, Winston Logan, Emmanuel Thier, Liberians love Liberia. Helena Ba.
No one mama can be a mama.
Tata Aska is the limit. Beautiful lady speaking. Miera Dan, welcome. Liberians love Liberia.
Love Liberia. No one got to love it for you.
Otulemon. Who back it up?
My Obi Lemon.
Who back it up? David T.W. Sumo.
Liberia, love Liberia. Liberians love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia.
Tino Sampson.
No one want to love it for you.
Joseph Brown Jr.
Character begin at home and in the brother. When the hustler say yeah,
Rodney P. Jar. Alfred Nibler.
Love Liberia, yeah.
No doubt.
The Lord of nature say, self-preservation first. Liberia people tell the outside that.
Come on, hey.
Liberia love
Liberia. Oh. Liberians love Liberia.
Liberia will be the Christian principle, but the reality is different. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. Douglas Belly.
Sometimes when I'm looking wrong, I just see the resources. I do not know how we've been suffering for it.
Anthony Kofa says a nice piece.
Some people will say it's nepotism.
Sophie Blammer, Rose Talu, Howard Tote.
But I come to let you know it's like a love. Liberia love Liberia.
Liberians love Liberia.
Liberia living in Liberia.
Henry Duba Hill, Amadou Kamara, William Sakba Davis.
More than their own. Then they say they love Liberia. Liberia living in Lebron.
Amadou Bland.
The people rules. When they go to Liberia, they violate the rules. Some will drink and drive.
Some will drink and drive. Cover Mami Tay.
The one that sell it in the market, the one that ride the taxi too. When they hear Janeto news,
Joseph Bolly Wally Kenner. Eden Wally Kenner. Samuel Yen. Hey. Liberia. Hey. Liberia.
No one mama can be your mama. No one daddy can be your daddy. You need to take care of your own. Liberia, love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia. Love Liberia. No one got to love it for you.
Liberians love Liberia. Nobody's gonna love it for you. That's our featured artist there tonight, Obidayo Tokba from Australia. Latest effort. You can't find this song anywhere. Don't even ask for it, okay? You can't find it anywhere. Don't even ask for it. Exclusive to GD Hard Talk here tonight. Nina Quia, welcome. Willem Massacre.
Yeah. It was gonna be
D12 on the beat.
if nobody talks about you,
You are nobody.
If nobody chewing your bone, you are nobody. They will know everything about you.
Lucien Fanny.
You know yourself. Yeah.
They will talk.
Just to bring you down.
Nina Quia, I'm doing great. Hey. For all of you on the YouTube channel, welcome to you.
More than this prayer.
While you at the channel there, please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Everybody want to go to
Favorhair Morris, welcome.
to die.
Elizabeth Escotti,
Let them do the talking.
let them do the talking.
I will do the bluffing. Yeah.
They said Legends report not correct. Let them keep talking.
Please believe.
Yes, I can wear. The lady from Atlanta, welcome. Victoria Manu, Fred Tay from Monrovia, welcome.
Anything they say
About you, please believe it.
if nobody talks about you,
You are nobody. Aha, Bewazi.
if nobody chewing your bone,
You are nobody.
if you like it, you can
Are your own there.
just to make it juicy.
Don't bring Eugene Fagon complain to me.
If you like
When Eugene Fagon like it, let it add more and more
just to make it spicy.
to make it spicy. He listening to himself.
You like the cheese and you like the fries too.
Nobody bring his complaints to me again.
Sugar in the tea,
If he like it, let him do anything he want to.
coffee, anything you want to say.
He won't jump from on top of the bridge. Let him go ahead.
If they can talk about Jesus Christ, they can talk about Moses,
Anthony Kofa,
they can talk about Abraham.
who they can talk about. He can talk about Kefa son, ungrateful grasshopper.
And I had to justify,
Justify,
and I had to convince you.
please believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it. Comfort Wilson, anything he say, you must believe it.
If nobody talks about you,
You are nobody. It mean black. If nobody talks about you, nobody. Asatu. Asatu Kamara, civilized Madingo girl.
anything they say about me,
Please believe it.
believe it. Believe it. I can believe it. I can believe it. Anything they say about me, please believe your boom. You are nobody. If you like it, you can hire your own there just to make it juicy. Juicy. If you like, you can pour your own there
Just to make it spicy. Jonathan B. Williams, welcome. Better than get it.
And you like the
Welcome to you.
fries, sugar in the tea, cocoa in the coffee, anything you want to say.
Hey,
If they can talk about Jesus,
they can talk about Jesus.
they can talk
Who they can talk about?
They can talk
Jonathan B. Williams says, oh, great job, bro. Please note that I am back home in Liberia on leave. So wonderful to be back home. Sweet LB, enjoy yourselves. Mariah Avi, welcome. Helen Quayon Elliott. We're not here to convince anybody. Believe the grasshopper politician, MUSU B. Copper. Others Yenswa, others Kish, Titi Tia, Willa Massacre, Emma Dahlia, Kauflan. Please believe it. Believe it. Jerome Weir, Topa Wisa. You are nobody. Joseph Babu. You are nobody. Believe it. Believe it. Anything that's said about me, please believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Tepstra, welcome. Says following from Denver, Colorado. Welcome to you there, Tepstra. Musuwa B. Cooper, Gaman Bro. Welcome there from Canada. Great to see all of you here tonight. Jerome Swenson, Elizabeth Walker, Amy Black, Comfort Mommy Tay, Arotino Solo. Happy belated birthday to you. Like I always say, I'm watching you, watching me. Evelyn Eve Solo. Welcome to you there. Emma Dahlia and Kaufla, welcome. Cole Thomas Fondia, believe it. Key word, absolutely. That's the message right there. Believe it. Jerome Swenson is back from Liberia. Welcome. All right, folks. So we got a great show for all of us here tonight. For the first time, I will tell you. I will tell you that this will be one of the shortest shows we have. I'm kind of tired, but I had to do this. Yeah, the past couple nights I've been going to bed really, really late. I'm kind of tired. So this show gonna be for like 1.5 to 2 hours tonight. Okay, so stay with me. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna bring you lots of information within our time span. Okay, Rachel Lawrence, Julie Z. Kennedy, Lauba Gomo, welcome. Mariah Avi, welcome. Tonight broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Mickey Me D. Harris of New England. Happy birthday to you there. Sata Johnson Parker for Minnesota. Happy birthday. GTT Wardrobe the Third. Happy birthday to you. Dempster Greer. John Disha Star. Mom Betty's son. Roberto Bermudez. Happy birthday to you. That's the youngest man celebrating tonight. Mildred Isaac Bermudez' son. Happy birthday to you there. And of course, a milestone celebration for Mr. and Mrs. Benedict and Telmo G. Lavla. Congratulations on your wedding anniversary. May God richly bless your union and keep you safe. Fogalisa Mandingo General. Teresa Piacetti say, I am the timekeeper for tonight. Okay, thank you. Angel Brown, welcome to you there. Angel Brown, Jonathan B. Williams, Ha Musa Cooper. Thanks for the wonderful emojis. They are lovely, no doubt. Asatu Kamara, civilized Madingo girl. No, Mr. Gilmore, don't go away. Don't go away. Please don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Agnes Gleulu and all of you watching on the YouTube channel, welcome. If you want to trend on the YouTube channel, you got to subscribe to the channel. And then we're going to see your messages as well as those of you on the radio, Judah Hard Talk FM 107. Welcome to you there as well. All right. Chris Pine, Sata Grexby, Alexander Wild Dawson. Welcome to all of you. Amara Kamara. You know, I read a comment, I think from somebody trended. Vicky, the Empress, Coleman, welcome. Somebody trended earlier and said, Mr. Gilmore, you can do where you pronounce people names well, unlike Dr. Inflation. I said, Catherine Doe, Cool said 1 okay and Dow 1 okay, welcome. Say, Mr. Gilmore, you do well. You pronounce people name well. I know one of the Mr. Kia said it one time, and Stephen Kia, and then I read that comment earlier on here tonight. You know, it's good that they are trying to welcome their guests. I saw it for the first time uh, uh, 2 days ago. That the inflation was calling people names, fighting to do that. And I said, thank God they're trying to pick up the real people that are watching them, calling their names. Yeah, greeting them. You got to make the show interactive, right? Chris Pine, Josephine Nangbe, Monique Walker. You got to make the show interactive. There are people that come on the show, real people. You know, it's not the 5,000, 10,000 that you pay for, but the real people that come on the show. Mickey Me D. Harris, congratulations. Happy birthday to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you and others, okay? Want to wish you well. May God richly bless you. That's one of our honorees tonight, Mickey Me D. Harris, there from the New England area, celebrates her birthday tonight. Okay? So, our monologue on here tonight, Don't Mind Them by President Weah. Today, we woke up to the sad, disturbing news of an armed robbery and murder at the former Chief Justice Gloria MUSU's cat home in Browville, Monserrado County, that left her young daughter dead. And first and foremost, we empathize and sympathize with the former Chief Justice. She served our country well. She did her duties, paid her quota, living as a free citizen, and nobody should be afraid to go into their own homes and worry about who's coming to do what. Okay? And so we extend our sympathies, we extend our thoughts, our prayers with the former Chief Justice Gloria Musu Scott. Okay? But interestingly, our opposition community, our opposition friends have not realized or gotten the message yet that uh 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 yeah, Mario Choco Chape, Thomas G. Johnson, Grace T. Jabba. Yeah. Okay. Our friends in the opposition, our own brothers and sisters, have not grasped with the message yet that when these things happen, you don't rush to accusing people. At most time, the government and officials of government, and then you begin to name call uh, for people you just don't like. Yeah, Jefferson Day, happy pre-birthday to you. Okay, for people you just don't like. Such was the case today with our opposition community, ranging from the average opposition on social media, especially to Alexander Benedict Cummings, to Jerome Vordia, the compromised Jerome Vordia here in these United States of America. I heard him on the Spoon TV tonight. Uh, uh, what did you notice with Jerome Vordia on Spoon TV tonight? For the first time, to come on Spoon TV and talk about Jefferson Koji, his camera is blocked. He's not on camera. He's not showing his face. That's how compromised he is. Right? He's not showing his face. For the first time, this deadbeat dad, whose son by a lady in Monrovia, he got 3 kids by this lady in Monrovia. That lady oldest son just celebrated his birthday a couple days ago. Go on Jerome Vardia page. See whether he extended birthday greetings to his son. For the first time, he's on Spoon Network and he behind the camera. Behind the camera. Emmanuel Tia said he reduced byway. That's why he's not on camera. Okay? And then Alexander Benedict Cummings will also rush to issue a statement, a press release. He will rush to issue a press release accusing the government of being the one behind the armed robbery and the subsequent murder in the home of the young little girl. Okay? And then say because the government is not able to carry on her function to provide security for the Liberian people. So the government asks, the president asks that people should buy cameras, CCTV. Okay? When we all know that when we all know that in these United States of America, we have cameras front and back of our homes. Okay? We have cameras front and back of our homes, sideways. The CEO who bought a house and what they call name? A Range Rover for a young lady in Delaware. He got cameras all around her house to monitor her. And not just her, but to see what's happening, which provides some level of security. Okay? Let me show you. I just sent the front camera of my house. I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay? I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the front of my house. I'm going to play it. This happened like around 8:37. You see the movement there? Every motion, it picks it up. The camera picks up every motion. Every motion is picked up by the camera. Okay? Let's roll it one more time. You can zoom in this. You can zoom in this to pick up the license plate of that car. You can zoom it in. All right. And I'll tell you what, there was an incident that happened two houses down from me. There was an incident that happened two houses down from me about 3-4 months ago. Uh, and the police came. This day, I picked my daughter up from school. I'm coming home, and I had to bypass the whole block to come in. And there were police cars, police presence everywhere. And later on, the police came to me, sir, is it possible? I see you have a ring on your door. Can we look at the cameras? Okay. Can we look at the cameras to see if we can pick up anything? I said, no problem. I allowed them. They look at the camera. They forwarded some videos to themselves. All right. The police forwarded some of the videos from on my phone to go study it and see what happened. After 2 weeks, a lawyer came to me and asked me, he's a defense attorney, and he wants the videos as well. And he wanted to go beyond the date of the occurrence to see what has been happening. Please, can you please give me that information? I provided that. Okay? This is a country where police response time, when it passed 3 minutes, people begin to argue. They want to know why more than 3 minutes? Why is 15 minutes? Why you didn't come early? Okay? But they had to come to me to ask me for the videos, the recordings. All right? For your own protection, for your own security. This is not a time to beat on Chief Justice Gloria MUSU Scott. But she reported to the Liberian people 2 separate occurrences. This is the 3rd time that this thing happened to her. This is the 3rd time. The very 3rd time that this happened to her. And her daughter, her little daughter, will be gone, will be murdered in the process. The police put up a statement today. The police put up a statement, and let me read that statement for all of us here. The police put up a statement, and listen to it here. Monrovia, February 23rd, 2023. The Liberian National Police has begun investigation into the incident that took place at the Brewerville home of former Chief Justice Gloria MUSU Scott on Wednesday night, leading to the death of one of her children. Madam Scott, who is now under appropriate police protection, reported that reported some days ago in a radio interview that her family had experienced several attempts from suspected burglars to enter her home at night. This report led to an increase in police patrol in the area. Preliminary findings from Wednesday night incident, which occurred about 9:30 p.m., as narrated by Madam Scott, revealed that a man who was part of a crew she hired to carry out some construction work at her residence remained hidden inside at the end of the workday, while his colleagues had retired for the day. The man, who former Chief Justice Scott said she had observed during the day of looking somewhat strange, attacked her family at night and killed one of her daughters when he was tackled. The preliminary investigation shows no evidence of a break-in. The police is currently in search of the suspected robbers and urge the public to come forth with any information that will aid this its investigation. Signed, H. Moses Carter Sr., Head, Press and Public Affairs, Liberia National Police. So, Julie Kennedy, Confident D, Miles SP Pelu, Benedict Gade. If you listen to this police press statement, who is describing the alleged robber? Who is providing information about the alleged robber? Is it the police or the former Chief Justice Gloria MUSU Scott? Journey Springba, Irreplaceable Seal, Mickey Me, D. Harris, it's your birthday. I don't want to bother you much. Prince Howard, Laura Askey, who is making the disclosure about the alleged armed robber? Mazola Gizi, Sarah Dopo, Charles Brown, Sophie Blambo. Who is making that? Is it the police or Gloria MUSU Scott? Former Chief Justice Gloria MUSU Scott is telling the police that one of the people that she hired, Gatti passed away, was a targeted incident, Mr. Gilmore. One of the people, she's telling the police, or she told the police, that one of the people that she hired, thank you, Charles Brown, he said, Justice Scott herself. Okay? She's telling the police that one of the people that she hired stayed behind and at night attacked the family. Benedict, got it. Leave that man there. I will speak another crown to him tonight again. The video I just showed with my front and I got front and back camera. It was on sale, 2 for $99. Yeah, 2 for $99. Hamilton Tapper, Fred Esquire, welcome. Comfort Wilson, the chief herself, thank you. Okay? How do you read this press statement that listen to this. Preliminary findings from Wednesday night incident, which occurred about 9:30 p.m., as narrated by Madam Scott, revealed that a man who was part of a crew she hired to carry out some construction work at her residence remained hidden inside at the end of the workday. One of the men that she hired, Sabina Harris, Emmanuel Tia said at Walmart is 2 for $100. One of the men that she hired remained at the residence after the work. Okay? Exactly. Adama Jaliba said, I told a friend today that whenever you have a victim in such cases, that means either a member of the armed robbers is identified and he will want to destroy the evidence. Absolutely. So, how does somebody who called themselves a lawyer go on a criminal empire, criminal radio, and accuse the mayor of Monrovia? Did Gloria MUSU Scott hire anybody from the Monrovia City Corporation to do her job? Did she? Why do we have to always contradict ourselves? Yeah. Lucia Duckers Hicks. Absolutely. Albert Jala, I want you to answer this question. Let me read this press statement from the police, and you tell me who is the police talking about or the press statement talking about. Let me read this. You're an opposition mind here. Preliminary findings from Wednesday night incident, which occurred about 9:30 p.m., as narrated by Madam Scott, revealed that a man who was part of the crew she hired to carry out some construction work at her residence remained hidden inside at the end of the workday, while his colleagues had retired for the day. The man who former Chief Justice said said she had observed during a day of looking somewhat strange, attacked her family at night and killed one of her daughters. Let me copy this and put it and share it with you under the live video here. Okay? Let me paste it here for all of you to read it for yourselves. This is the statement by let me make sure I put the quotation marks there. It is not my own. Let me put the quotation marks. All right. Okay. My question here now to you, Jala, is read that quote from the press release that says preliminary findings from Wednesday night incident, which occurred about 9:30 p.m., as narrated by Madam Scott, revealed that a man who was part of a crew she hired to carry out some construction work at her residence remained hidden inside at the end of the workday, while his colleagues had retired for the day. The man who former Chief Justice Scott said she had observed during the day of looking somewhat strange, attacked her family at night and killed one of her daughters when he was tackled. So who did former Chief Justice Scott hired? Did she hire anybody from the city hall, as stated by the deadbeat dad? They compromised Jerome Verdier. I'm going to play his tape. Yeah. Eh? Who was the former Chief Justice talking about? What's resounding no? No, she did not hire anybody from City Hall. So who is she talking about? Is she talking about anybody from the City Hall? Eh?
Was a government operation, and the police was told to.
Please wait. Let's hear from Councilor Verdier. Councilor Verdier, welcome again to the platform. Thank you for coming in. I understand you said you had a few words to say about the situation involving Madam Gloria Scott. Could you please speak to us?
Yes, ma'am, very precisely. And I followed the program a little bit, and it was said that the government's intervention was very, very late because the attack on Justice MUSU Scott was a government operation, and the police was told to stand down. Specifically, I don't know if we know who Jefferson Koji is. He was the one who organized and masterminded the attack on Justice MUSU Scott. At the moment, we are trying to find out the purpose or the objective. It's not very clear yet. It will be personal or political because of her current political role. But the guy who entered the house is one Valley Taylor. Valley Taylor. He lives in the Brewerville area. He works at the Monrovia City Hall as the Deputy Chief of Operations for Monrovia City Hall Police. He's a former A2U officer, and he's a former fighter of Ulimo Care. He did a lot of killing in Sino County. He's a very dangerous killer. He entered there and carried out the operation. When he entered the house, he had nothing on his feet, and he had no top, no shirt, no dress, no nothing. And he entered with short pants. The intention was to sodomize, that was the plan, to sodomize the justice. When he got in, the reaction of the child who tried to prevent him, the children who tried to prevent him from entering her private premises, he killed one and wounded the other. And when he got in as far as the justice, she had a pepper spray. And that was her last defense. She sprayed him a lot. And so his plans was aborted. He didn't succeed in doing what he wanted to do. The children got injured, and I think she was touched a little bit. But Jefferson Koji is the one who ordered that hit on Justice MUSU Scott. And as we all have realized, killings have gone on. We have reports that we have timing when to release. The 3 missing boys, that one was directly done by President Weah himself. The killing of Banten Yinsua was done by agents of the very Huji. We have a full comprehensive report on that. And the killings go on and on. It's a sad state for our country. There's a lot that needs to be done. We hope that the international community will come in and do what they have to do. But reports have been ready. Reports have been sent out of the country already. And I'm just going through the synopsis. Who, when, where. Most of the things we haven't found out is the objective, except they are just killers who believe they have to kill. We are still investigating the motives and the objectives. We don't have much.
So,
but with respect to, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Counselor, we would like to have the opportunity to just ask you at least one questions each. How do you know this, Counselor? How do you know that Koji has some sort of connection to this killing? How do you know this?
There are two things. We will be asking government for an investigation, an independent inquiry into all of these deaths. We have the evidence. We are on the ground. We monitor movements on the ground. We have people within the government state apparatus who communicate with us, and we verify. We do not rely on one evidence from one person. We verify most of what we say, and that's how we get to know. There are a lot of things going on that we monitor when it comes to corruption, human rights violation, and crimes against humanity. We monitor them very closely.
Thank you, Councilor. Honorable Falcon, do you have a question for the Counselor? You muted. You muted.
You are muted, Falcon.
It said you can tell who they wants the name. Is it Vanny or Valley Taylor?
VARLEE, Valley.
Valley Taylor.
Not Taylor, but Taylor. Taylor, TELLAH.
Oh.
He is the deputy for operation at Moria City Hall Police.
Okay. He once was with the Ulimoke and the ATU, as we know now.
The ATU, yes. He did a lot of killing in Sano County.
And like you said, you don't know what the motive is. The motive is not clear, but you are confident enough that it was Jefferson Koji that ordered the hit.
Precisely. And I'd like to add that Jefferson Koji wasn't satisfied with the work. He refused to see the guy after the work was done, and he paid him off through a third party. And he told him specifically that he wasn't sent to kill a child. He had a target. And killing an innocent baby is not part of his work. It was not part of his mission. So Jefferson Koji refused to meet the guy, and they had this altercation. And Koji sent his balance money to a third party who delivered it to him.
Wow.
Koji wasn't satisfied with the outcome because a child was killed.
Well, if you're just joining us, you are watching Spoon, and Councilor Verdia has just kind of did a breaking news here. He is connecting Koji to the attack, the killing of Mrs. Gloria Scott's daughter to someone in Moravia City Hall. Leo Johnson, do you have a question for Councilor Verdia?
Yeah, I just, Councilor Verdia, thank you for joining. I just have a question. I'm usually, very careful with these kind of things because I try to not prejudice when there's been no court proceedings or when there's been no, even for some of the most heinous crimes, I'm very careful with those usually on making allegations, but Councilor Verdia said clearly that he has evidence to that effect. So what I would like to ask you, Councilor Verdia, with the evidence that you have to that effect, and I know sometimes people have sources they don't need to expose or whatever the sources are, but with the type of evidence that you are describing, can you then say, because some of your critics will say Jefferson Koji has been accused in the past, and it hasn't come to a point where there was, a conviction or there was any penalty on Jefferson Koji for some of the accusations that have been going in the past. And he's a sitting mayor. He's a key government official. And with this type of allegation against him, will you say that the evidence that you have, you're going to pursue it so that it can be validated in a competent court of jurisdiction or a body that can validate that evidence so that it does not become another Councilor Verdia said or another person said and they said and there was no validation?
Where we are scheduled to release reports on other cases. We are throwing a challenge to the government to launch an independent inquiry or investigation based upon our information and based upon their own preliminary information. Government has power. Government has all the instruments of the state and the resources to conduct investigations. But we like to emphasize that it be independent in the case of the 3 missing boys, in the case of Batin Ginswa specifically, and the case of the EPS officer. The EPS officer, that makes it 4. Okay, if the government is interested in getting to the bottom of it, yes. If it was a good government, I would walk into Monrovia and launch an inquiry myself, or maybe go to court and call all of these people's names in terms of what happened and what role they played so that they would defend themselves publicly. But that's not the situation now, and the onus is on government. For example, the EPS officer, he was shot by bricks and Finaboto, and they know that. Briggs is the deputy for operation within the EPS. He was shot directly, and we have witnesses to that. In the case of the 3 missing boys, they were kept as sex slaves for days, for which they were sodomized by the president. And later on, the president gave the order that it be Dibida. He had a conversation with those 3 boys. He told them, said, if we release you, you will talk. And the boys begged for their lives and said, no, we will not talk. And he said, but your parents are already saying you guys are still alive. So how can you go control that you will not talk? You will talk. And the children begged. Innocent children. They were robbed of their virtues. 3 of them, they were sodomized for days. Days. First, there was one person. When he went there, they said, call your other 2 friends. And he said, well, I can do this job. Moses Awuzura, the head of St. Moses Funeral Home, he convinced the other 2 boys to come and join. And the president had a party, sodomizing those boys for days until they were useless and they were no use to him. When you were asked, what should we do with them? He said, Dibida them. And Moses came and cleared up the mess, took the bodies away and cleaned up the mess, the bloody mess that was there.
Yeah, just to a quick follow-up, Councilor Verda, thank you. Just a quick follow-up quickly. Councilor Verda, don't you think, like you said, and you have no confidence in the government, like you've outlined clearly, like in other cases you would have gone to yourself, but don't you think such strong evidence will be honored in other courts of provisions, especially under the framework of international human rights, with all the different bodies? So don't you think if such evidence is produced, also it will help the Liberian people, many of whom might be in doubt of the information being provided? Don't you think it might help actually stir up the pressure when the Liberian people can see in other courts or other bodies of competent jurisdiction the evidence being put through? Because I know the UN and other bodies will take action if some of this evidence is actually brought forth to be shown.
I'm a lawyer. You don't need to direct me as to other venues that are possible. There are laws, international conventions that govern all of these. Okay, the government of Liberia has to prove that it is incapable of investigating or carrying on investigation or independent inquiry before we move out to international bodies. And for your information, most of the witnesses are still in the country. We've been sitting on this information a long time. It's just going too much, and it is time that Liberian people get to know. I've sent that notice out ever since that we have completed the investigation of the 3 missing boys, but we held tightly to it. Batin Yusua was killed. All the other auditors were killed. I haven't spoken about them because we haven't investigated that conclusively yet. But Batin Yusua has been investigated conclusively. Okay, in the case of the 3 missing boys, they have been investigated conclusively. I'm calling the name of the president. I'm calling Moses Awuzura, who brought the children to the president. And he came and did a cleanup. And I'm telling you, the president, they asked, what should we do? Then the president said, Dibida them. Out of his own mouth. Those are strong evidence, like you said. But there is time for justice. There is time for everything. Okay?
All right, folks. It's about almost 27, 30 minutes long. All right. But you saw how, let me put my face on this one, Teresa Pia, Ali Bagayogo. You saw how he evaded the questions. He did not answer any of the question. All right. This deadbeat dad in Jerome Vordia did not answer any of the question. You are calling on the government to launch an independent investigation, but you don't trust the government. You are accusing the government of orchestrating a plan to kill the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice, but you want the government to investigate. What there were other allegations against Jefferson Koji from you, and it just went in the wind. Nothing happened. He will go on to explain that he reported the case to the Hague, and the Hague said they can't pursue it, is above their jurisdiction. That's a blatant lie. That's a big black lie from the pit, from the deepest pit of the devil. That's a blatant lie by Jerome Vordia, who finds sympathy in a criminal network. His colleagues on the TRC, the former TRC, his colleagues came out against him when he wrote against Jefferson Koji to the international court. They came out against him, and they wrote the court that all of what he said about Koji were lies. They were all lies. We hosted one of the commissioners here, Master Washington. Okay, there was an audio. I will find out audio with the other commissioners. They issue a press statement that they don't know anything about what Jerome Vordia wrote against Jeff Koji. And today he's saying that the court said is above their jurisdiction. Which international court? That Liberia is above her jurisdiction. That Jeff Koji is above her jurisdiction. So who's going to investigate Jeff Koji? Who going to investigate Jeff Koji? Is it a court in Monrovia or a Jerome Vordia opaque, crazy court? Yeah? He liar man court. His false accusation court. All of the questions they asked him, he will not answer. He will not answer. But he wants the government to conduct an independent, impartial investigation into this incident. All right? Despite a press statement was put out by the police in which they paraphrased or quoted Madame MUSU's cat, that one of the guys that she hired, she noticed his behavior was problematic, was strange that day. He stayed behind. All right? Another thing that he said, this guy, because he does not care for his own children, okay? Because he does not care for his own children, he thinks that every dad is like that. To come and say that President Weah sodomized those 3 boys that got drowned, according to the story, that they were somewhere and President Weah was there sodomizing them until he got tired. One of those boys, I never told you this, one of those boys is the nephew of our analyst here, A.B. Corner. One of those boys is the nephew of A.B. Corner, of Sekou Carrasco de Maro. One of the three boys is A.B.'s sister's son, Carrasco's sister's son. So President Weah will see people that he lived with in Corner Yard, in Claratown, Vittown, Corner Yard. He will see one of Corner Yard children, and he will go to sodomize the young man and order him killed. Jerome Verdier is capable of doing that, which he has accused President Weah of doing. Okay? He's capable of doing that. And he figured out in his mind that, yes, if I can do it, President Weah can do it. So he makes up these lies, and he tends to believe his own lies. Absolutely, Medicine Yadolo. That TRC report has no credibility in it. It has no credibility in it. Okay? It has no credibility in it. But since he said that only a good government that has a governance structure in place, that when he will go to Liberia to launch investigation and people will go to jail and he has the evidence, I'm thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Concerned Liberian Network. We were not here, but we are here now. With this audio in hand, we will begin consulting our lawyers and see what steps can be taken. Can we file a lawsuit against Jerome Verdier and cohorts to produce in a competent court of jurisdiction in these United States of America against the government, against Jeff Koji? We will do so. We will do so. And you can laugh about it. You can smile about it. You can go to bed with it. You can go in the bathroom with it. However, you think we are joking. If you think we are joking and you want to laugh, go ahead and laugh about it. Go ahead and laugh about it. If you think this organization is a toy, then you ask yourself, just within 2 hours last night, we were able to raise our targeted amount. Almost there. We wanted $1,200. We got a little over $1,000. Ask yourself, just under 2 hours, when we spoke about funding our convention hall, we hit the target. Okay? We did. So laugh about it. Okay? You can't find comfort in these United States of America, and then you think you can stir up confusion in your country of birth. That's the music we play here, just by coincidence, by Obadiah. Talk about from Australia. Liberians love Liberia. Liberians love Liberia. Okay? Love Liberia. Don't hate your country. Thank you, Sophie Blamo. I know. All right? Love Liberia. Don't hate your country. You abide by rules and order, law and order in other countries. But when it comes to Liberia, you want to drive and drink. You want to cost immigration officers at the airport because you carry a blue book. All right? All right? You arrive at RIA, then you grow wings. But when you come back to the Detroit Metropolitan Airport, then you remain submissive. When you come back to Philadelphia International Airport, then you remain submissive. When you come back to Newark, then you are submissive. Absolutely, Cyril Dopo. Wally Kende. Let me tell you, we've called the FBI on Henry Costa. We did. We called the FBI. We don't hide our thing. We are registered. Legally registered. The Concerned Liberian Network Incorporated. We are registered. Okay? To do what we are doing under the laws of the United States. Thank you, Eric Passaway. Eric Passaway said that one part, I will be CLM witness. Yeah. Thank you. We call FBI on Henry Costa, and they told us that what he writes, free speech. This one is not free speech. This one is not free speech. Okay? It's not free speech. We will pursue it in a court of competent jurisdiction. All right? We will. Yeah. We will pursue it. This is Obadiah Tugba. Listen to this song, folks.
My Obi Lemon. Liberia, love Liberia. Yeah. Liberians love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia. Yeah. Love Liberia. No one want to love it for you. Character begin at home and in the brother. When the house not say it,
the street will not buy you.
Love Liberia. Yeah.
Gwendolyn Flowers.
The Lord of nature said, self-preservation first. Liberia people tell the outside that oh, Liberia love Liberia.
Felicia Howe.
Liberia will be a Christian principle.
Lucia Doctors Hicks.
Oh, yes, oh.
John Disha Star. Happy birthday to you, my man.
Sometimes when I'm looking around, I can see the resources. I do not know how we're suffering for it. Some people will say it's nepotism. Some people will say it's corruption. But I come to let you know it's like a love. Liberia love Liberia. Liberia living in Liberia. They do not love their own thing. They love other people's thing more than their own. Then they say they love Liberia. Liberia living in Liberia.
Elizabeth Mami Lavla. I'm doing good.
When they go to Liberia, they
Ahad Bewazi. Rosalind Tanamir. KM Donzo. Benedict Weti Yoma.
The one that sell it in the market, the one that ride the taxi too.
Yes, I can wear. We are ready.
They just increase the price.
Papa Mamite, we are telling them to love Liberia.
Liberia, love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia. No one mama can be your mama. No one daddy can be your daddy. You need to take care of your own. Liberia, love Liberia. Liberia, love Liberia.
Liberians love Liberia.
No one
Mas SP Pelo. Rosetta Java. Jebo. Dama Briscoe, Steve Qua. Welcome, welcome. Folks, let's go to the telephone lines and take your calls here. Okay, you can call us here. Let's begin with our first caller from Minnesota, Joyce Lomage Wim. Joyce, welcome. Lomage. Lomage.
Yeah, Mr. Kim, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
I hope Cherry Father listening because he will never, ever be president of Liberia. I hope he listening.
Right.
He will never, I don't care how he discouraged the Liberian people, he will never, ever be president of Liberia.
Never.
The incident happened yesterday, right, Mr. Kim?
Yeah.
How he got 4 investigations today.
Yeah.
And you know everybody need, he know how the incident, everything happened. How can he get all the information today when the thing happened yesterday?
The man was naked. He entered
So
the
he
house
was saying
naked.
the man that the reason why we raise that money and we'll sue him so he can prove it.
Right.
We'll raise that money, we'll all contribute, we'll all control that, we'll sue him. The thing happened yesterday. He even take 24 hours to get a whole documentary of information. How come?
Right.
Then that other woman said that I have children, a woman, a mother, a wife that has children sitting at this. Why do they show a face?
Right.
He show it was 100% truth. Why you show a face?
Why didn't show your face? Yep.
Why you show it? So I asked him, what is your face? Then I see that other grassroots politician say he writing evidence down so he can go to a rubbish tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! I want the thing I mentioned. I got the people from the jail for you will never ever hold sweeping join Liberia. Nobody okay, you sweeping join Liberia before I say president. So Mr. Kimon, the day you ready tell we'll call it go out right now. I can't know that we'll sue you further. That I got to say he will never be president in Liberia.
Thank you very much. Let's go to 610-3652. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Gilman, good evening.
Good evening.
William Massacre. Yeah, this William Massacre.
William Massacre, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Not bad.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, I'm still struggling to see if I can stay attached that title to Jerome Fodder as counselor. How long have you not even practiced law?
Right.
Because every profession you get more familiar as you practice, most especially law. I don't know how long he's been in the country for. I guess he's not even practicing. Because when you look at the statement from the police, the press release, it clearly tells you exactly what transpired.
Right. The woman know her attacker.
No, she provided the information.
She provided the information. She did. She provided the information.
A counselor is very discouraging. And then he's sitting on a platform, hiding his face, accusing Jefferson Kochi. So, you know, it's just so frustrating, man, Mr. Gilman, to see people who you expect to know better degrading themselves because of politics.
Yeah.
And you just continue to be floating in America here. His dream, his expectation, the kind of wish that he already had for Liberia, to see Liberia going backward, now under President George Weah.
It's not happening. No.
Liberia could not progress and our country will be fine. When the president talked about the CC camera, Mr. Gilman, they took it to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
In America here, with all the security and sophistication we have here, even the radar we drive through, we have CC camera.
We do.
The reason why they have the
I just show the front.
I just show your house. Yeah, you show it.
I show the front of my house.
It's just simple. It's for your own security, because tomorrow if something happens, the police can be everywhere at the same time.
At the same time, no.
So they're going to use that camera to be able to track the perpetrator down, but people don't understand it. They put it aside and just play on our people. But thank God for someone here that continue to provide a message for our people. And I know our people, they are changing and understanding exactly all these things are happening all because of politics and the hatred for President Weah.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, my brother, for the time.
No doubt. Thank you very much. Let's go to New Jersey. Musa Brown, welcome. Musa, hold on. Let me go to the Netherlands and welcome Favor Morris on the WhatsApp line here. Favor, welcome to you.
Good
Favor
morning,
Morris.
Mr. Kima.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Kima, right here.
Yeah.
Mr. Kima, I am right here. Mr. Kima, why big rusted man like Verdi would do this? Why these people doing this to the country?
Yeah.
No, this is not. This is. I'm so furious. I'm so freaking angry right now. Then the man asking the boy from Canada, asking some questions, he can't even answer.
He can't answer. He can't answer
He
the question.
dodging.
He's
He dodging all the questions.
Yeah.
But Mr. Gamer, like George just said, let will go to the length of the nonsense and then we'll ask the lawyer and see what all of us can do. He talking about, you say, Hall, and the people say, the Hick said, no, this, that will reach it up to them too.
Right.
But yes, because the Hall and he's spoiling. And that's where we live.
Yeah.
He lied on the country. Why do people do this?
Yeah.
Like you were saying for Sister Nene, son that passed away. Uncle
AB.
I'm so angry. Abby,
Yeah.
sister Nene. I stayed with the people when I was young. The older sister that the little sister in New York. I stayed with them on 3rd Street those days. So the whole family, I know them. For even Jibla time from Fata,
Yeah.
I know them. Yeah. So you tell me now they will sit. Because of what? Now Sister Nene will go and sit and do what with her big son.
Her big son. Yeah.
Why people like this? Why? They feel there's everything going. They see that, oh, nowhere in the election, maybe he's looking for ticket or something to go to Liberia. He just come out and split or lie like this. But thank God, like Liberian people get you on Monday. You and AP should go on it and then see what you can do to with the lawyer business. Because Mr.
Right.
Gamer, this is too much. They make it lie like this, man.
Right.
Why you just wake up and call people name and lie on them?
Lie on
the
people.
woman already said in the police report is right there.
It's right there.
The woman said what she said to the police.
Yeah.
They want all one food. My pa used to, I even want talking. He said here writing out of nonsense on the platform. Mr. Kema, you said to get patient for the people, man. Some people don't get strength to be writing them back and forward. Let it leave. We're here to learn.
Right.
We're not here to see liar, man. He just disturbing here today. People gotta be following and writing and answering him to make him look famous.
Yeah.
You see the people lying and you stay back in there? Because they know and they see Liberia right now that everybody have opened their eyes. Then they try to bring lie that they foolish all senator then today in the house talking about say they think they should carry gun. Can you imagine Prince Johnson talking about he won't carry gun? Can you imagine, Mr. Gamo?
Yeah.
Prince Johnson or person? Did you listen to that today?
I listened to that. Prince
When
Johnson.
in the Senate? Yeah. And why is all I need Shemo talking about the McCarry gun? You're already crazy for nothing people.
Right.
Then they get your gun. Don't ask Abby, why can't people impeach these people? The people need to be impeached. I don't know why people to the citizen of Liberia.
Right.
They need to impeach them because they're right. I said you there.
Thank you
if you're
very
not
much.
doing your work, get out.
Right.
They've reverted all rotten man when he talking general. You know, people that can lie. They how they talk.
They had to talk, yeah.
You know, and it's for people to listen to the lies.
Yeah, hold on. I got Abraham Corner on the phone here. Let's go to AB and talk to him. Yeah. Bro Corner, how you doing?
Yeah, good morning, fun, good evening, and my brother, it's good to have input in here again tonight.
Right.
Yeah, and I want to take this time to extend my greetings to all of our followers again, the GST family.
Right.
You know, when offenses are made, people can just be a little bit analytical and try to extrapolate the facts from there.
Right.
Because in the code of competent jurisdictions, those are the things that are done to kind of dismiss some bogus allegations.
Right.
One, you talk about Valitel, and you say he was a fighter of Yulimoke. But and then he killed people inside the county.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Yulimoke never fought inside the county.
That's the TRC man.
Yulimoke never fought inside the county. How do you reconcile that? At what point in time this guy was bearing arms for Yulimoke and then killing people inside the county? Except where I don't know Valitella, but the utterances, and then you link into a particular armed group that fought the civil war in Liberia.
Right.
But this armed group never fought inside the county.
No, they did not.
In case of Yulimoke. So, I mean, maybe I might have been living on another planet at the time of the crisis in Liberia, or maybe this guy went into sign the surreptitiously and just started to eliminate people. But Yulimo, I'm saying correctly, the listeners, they can attest to it. Yulimoke never fought inside the county.
No.
You had LPC, and then of course the NPFL.
NPFL. I think Lord.
They were in the southeastern region.
Yeah.
So that's one. And two, to be so derogatory about those things, people that are still trying to mend the wounds that they have gone through, especially with missing a human being.
Yeah.
And you come up with this thing to politicize them for your own political, gain.
Yeah.
Is pathetic. Because case in point here today, like the previous caller, Article Favor and others just stated, for God in heaven's sake, an incident occurred. The former Chief Justice of the Republic that is very cognizant of the law.
Of the law.
Of the nations. And she gave
a statement.
Her own statement, her own view of what transpired.
Right.
And then the police reported it. Obviously, it had been maybe like about 16 hours or almost 24 hours now, depends on what locality you are.
Right.
And if for any reason, Gloria MUSU is no ordinary person in the Republic of Liberia.
She's not.
Mind you,
she's not.
This republic and clearly cognizant of the law. If for any reason the report that the police gave was misleading or misquoted her, at this point
she would have spoken.
There would have been a clarification on what happened
from MUSU Scott. Yeah.
From MUSU Scott. But to come and then be so vivid talking about where were you, Jerome, when there were no CC cameras? So are you saying at that unholy hour of the night, you have your surveillance as the crime was being committed?
Yeah.
Come on.
So the person entered the house. How you know they were naked?
That's the point.
Yeah.
How? And then I didn't hear, though I have not heard directly the former Chief Justice voice recording, but of everything that she gave, she did not. I didn't see anywhere in the police report the police release stating that the perpetrator was stripped naked in the building.
Right.
I didn't hear that. I'm yet to hear that. Now you, Jerome, you are 1,000 miles away from the Republic. An incident that just occurred just under a day, and you come and try to explain it and be so pictorial about it, as if you were around or you had somebody. It like you orchestrate and say, "Oh, we're going to monitor this thing from this angle." So I mean, it's high time that these things be analytically looked at from people and understand that people, when they're given situations, even if you are not on the scene, but you try to extrapolate and try to make sense of what's been stated and the correlations, because they are not making sense to me.
Absolutely
You
not.
understand? Because
And then the other young man who the criminal Spoon brought to America, they're trying to hide his location. He's G. Alex Williams is here in America. Uh, 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 he stated that because of diplomatic immunity, that's why people what are not being prosecuted or what. Liberian official in Liberia, you talking about diplomatic immunity? Who enjoys diplomatic immunity? Ebi.
Yeah, that's the point. First and foremost, you can just not enjoy diplomatic immunity. First and foremost, you must be a diplomat.
You must be a diplomat. You must be in foreign country.
You must be on the foreign nation for a nation.
Yeah.
For those immunities to be accorded you. So, but I mean, you know, like I stated, when people come up with all of these statements, you don't have to be on the scene sometimes, yeah, but then you just be so unelected. Look at this, but what are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
If for any reason Jerome Verdier served as the TRC chairman in this reason, yes, of course, he's serving that capacity. But I can see reason why the colleagues on the TRC have had distinct differences
with him. Yeah.
With him, I can deduce from all of those things why those things were happening. Because if you're giving me a story like this, and you tell me that a guy fought for Ulimo Kid, and then he was inside killing people,
inside.
And then but he was a fighter for Ulimo Kid. Please come on and get clarification. At what point in time that happened? Was he fighting for Ulimo Kid at the time he was committing the murder inside the county? So, I mean, my brother, let me not take all of the time, man. It was just so pressing that I had to go into this.
Absolutely.
I'm a little bit on it, man. Yeah.
Are you able to? I mean, I don't want to rehash the feelings. Are you able to see? Because I mentioned that one of the three missing kids,
of
is a
course.
nephew.
You know, the thing about it, my brother, is that to come and then be so, because that's been insulting to a family. Talking about sodomizing people
Right.
and all these kinds of things. I mean, what? Yeah, look, my brother, I don't think I want to delve into that conversation
Okay,
like that.
no doubt. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, AB. Thank you.
Okay.
No
Thanks,
doubt.
man.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay. Jerry say.
Hey, Mr. Gilmore. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore, that how to call it. That Jerome Vodio man, the man is that man is really confused right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
As confused as a grasshopper politician. So they're just gonna come out and just say anything. But you know what's good about it? Liberians are not the kind of people they thought they were before. Mr. Gilmore, you think people believe the information that men were giving over there? Liberians not listening to that kind of thing. Because you can listen to what a man is saying and know if there is no truth in it.
Right.
About Unimoke. Unimoke was never on our side.
No.
And then talk about ATU. When ATU came here assistant, then what was done from the side he's talking about. Later, let's started from Lofa Way, and that where ATU were fighting. So the two groups you talk about, none of them ever went Sano.
No.
They're talking about the people kills people in Sano. No, the man is so confused. The thing about it, they don't know what to put together anymore.
No, they don't. They don't.
That's the problem with them.
Yeah.
So the things that come our way of Mr. Gilmore, it can just make them look stupid. right on that same very spoon talk. The very people that are already on the panel, they were looking, all of them were looking confused.
Right.
They were looking confused. So, Mr. German, man, I don't know. That man, don't even stress your vein. If we play these things, yeah, if we play these things, but don't stress your vein on it.
No doubt.
Don't even talk about lawsuit.
Thank
Don't
you.
even talk about lawsuit on it because you'll be wasting your time. Yeah,
Thank
to
you.
be honest with you.
Thank you
Talking
very
about
much.
the president sort of massing 3 boys.
Yeah.
What is that? Was he there? And after the president got done using them,
Then he
they
said,
said TB died there.
TB died
He
there.
was there.
Yeah.
Who left from there and getting that information? And kind of did the information, not all in Liberia.
Right.
Man, don't not get tired of listening to those people, man. Yeah.
No doubt. Thank you very much, Jerry said. Let's go to Canada. Ansu Sese on the WhatsApp line. Ansu, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, welcome.
Mr. Gilman, you forgot about me.
Thank you.
My man, where you call? I forget
The
about
only
you. I going from side to side.
the only thing I want to that just message I want to get to Jeru for there.
Yeah.
He get good case. And furthermore, he's a counselor.
Yeah.
As he said, that he's a counselor. He learned law. So that he want learn that only he alone went to a law school. He don't have friends, or doing his own learning. He was just sitting in one corner. He don't have any contact.
Right.
Like he can able to pull his friends together. He say, I get genuine case. In America, he say he cannot able to investigate President Weah. Everybody running today America here to come and achieve education. The contact they have, the friend they know. He can use a connection to really come up with conclusion with their case. He think his connection that in America is not enough to bring President Weah to public light. I mean, he's a lame man, Mr. Gilman. I'm so sorry to call you name that way. But I mean, you learn in Liberia because of the little knowledge that you get in Liberia. Now you are come here, you putting people together, you can able to speak to lawyer, you have concerned Liberia network, you are able to go meet the FBI. You learn it in Liberia, just on paper. But because of you connection in America, you're able to put people together. That's the reason why today we have concerned Liberia network.
Yeah.
You showing to all that you learn something in a village there, but because you learned it in a rifle way,
yeah,
you're able to do something on a global stage. People listening to you. I want for Jerry Vodia, please, before you bring together and bring these people to book, you already in America. Don't go starting in Liberia,
yeah,
like the way you carried the war 1990. You're starting in America, you carry Liberia, but to judge these people, to bring them to public, to bring them to the public stage to say these people, they are this, they are that. You want to go starting in Liberia, you feeding yourself. Please, counselor, show to all that you are learning, man, that you really learn the law here. Please start it in America here.
Thank you very
because
much.
when you start in America, the force that you will carry in Liberia will be able to listen to you. But when you start in Liberia, will not listen to you. Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much. Let's come to Musa Brown. Musa Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, how you doing?
Good. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for the show. Mr. Gilman, as I listen to Jerome Verdier, it breaks my heart. For people to be so bitter against themselves.
Yeah.
Look, that bitterness that Jerome Verdier then is carrying, it's not against Liberia, it's against their selves. to sit down and create story about their own country that is not truth. It's a given. The Root brother then has started accusing Jefferson Koji of having armed group, having this one in this country. Jefferson, hey man, Jefferson for the man. You know, sometimes when wounds in Liberia are healing, these guys try to reawaken,
rekindle the wounds.
The wounds.
Reopen the wounds. Yeah, that's the
The
word.
wounds.
Yeah.
That reopen those wounds. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. You remember, you know that the Hassan, the other human rights man, they call Hassan, who he got another. You know that they discredit them. They carry somebody to court. They put the evidence. They produce that all the evidence were lies.
They were lies. Concocted lies.
Concocted lies. So those information now go. They are now trying to investigate these guys that are bringing out this information. Mr. Given, one thing I can say to you, for me, I am with you 100% that we raise money. These guys go to court.
Yeah.
It is our country. We can go. We Liberians that are here can go to court and ask the root brother to produce this evidence.
Yeah.
To the court, they can subpoena the evidence from him so that we can go to Liberia and fight the case.
Yeah.
Because these people that they are accusing are our citizens. They put the accusing are our citizens.
Yeah.
And the people that died are our citizens. So if our president will be doing it, we can go to court here and subpoena Jerome Vadia.
Yeah.
Ask the court to bring him so that he can produce a document. Guess what, Mr. Gilman? They don't get piece of paper.
No, they don't.
You know what they have? They got this girl. All that information about Jerome Vadia, it is this girl that Costa them manipulate the bro here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What her name? Taylor, Justina Taylor.
Justina Taylor, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, Mr. Goodman.
Yeah, finish up thought.
Yeah. So, Mr. Goodman, I'm with you 100%. These guys need to know. These guys need to know. They need to know that this is our country. Our country deserves better. The incident that took place, where it took place, Mr. Goodman, I work in that area. Today, I'm in America. There's a lady that have her fence adjacent GLORIA MUSU Scott fence. They call her Rugged Barry. I work that fence. It is quite recently that I woman improved security.
Brown, you got to end your thoughts here. Let me take other people in line getting so very crowded.
So, Mr. Gimmin, for me, let nobody not discourage us.
Right.
Because that has some of these lies will stop. When the international community gets to know that most of the people are lying and creating stories, they will stop feeding them. They will start giving them money.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Musa Brown. Let's take Terry Fala Marie Humboldt. Terry from Minnesota.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I had it on mute.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
All right, good. How are you today, Mr. Goodman?
Let me just say on the record that Justina Taylor was not brought here by Henry Costa, but her boyfriend. Her boyfriend brought her here, and they try to make use of her. Go ahead.
Hey, the ruling party messy. I mean, I eat a messy for the ruling party now. I give it to you. But let's put a joke aside.
Yeah.
Mr. Goodman, why it's true that I am not happy with the way how most of these investigations go in the country. Most of them are not done. They are not concluded. They are not closed. There's no closure. I'm not happy with how the police conduct these investigations. And I think that's one thing the police need to work on. They have to bring closure to many of these investigations.
Right.
Having said that, for a man, like Jerome Verdia, man of his caliber, an educated counselor, to be outlandish in the way in which he was today. I follow all the platforms, like I always say. That was so cheap for his level of education. I never thought Jerome would go that low. To be honest, like if you want to blackmail the president as a sound man, you can do it with some, with some level of, convincing way in which there was somebody listening to it. It was like, yeah, they want to the president. We did it. So the president, all that power and all the things he got to, to his ability, resources, will he be able to go sort of my city poor boys and say, DB died there, and we fighting war, and rebel talk? I don't think George we are capable of doing that. I can't lay my hand for anybody, but I don't think the president is capable of doing that. If he wants to, just let them agree to okay, the president let men. He will go to that beginning on that. No, I'm just saying,
Absolutely.
Yeah, let the president let me. The president will let me. And I know he don't like me. The man like Jubile. Let's say the man, man. He will go to that low level. The man will get all the country resources, all the top people in the know. He will go to that level and say, "Did that?" I mean, Jerome. I think he stood very low today. I'm disappointed in him. He shouldn't have. Yeah, that was so low for a man of his caliber, for the education he claims to have. A learned counselor. You can be that so cheap today, Mr. Gibbons. I want to say, but again, I think the police spokesman too, he always fast to talk. Like, yo, man, you need to talk to him. I know that guy from East Evan, we worked together before. If you can ask our man from Holland, from Germany, I mean, he needs to be slow to talk because you are the police spokesman. Wherever you say, but this happened, it goes like wildfire. Relax yourself. You can say investigation is underway. We are trying to uncover this murder. We are still investigating and we'll get back to the public. But you can't be definite on giving press conferences when these kind of heinous crimes are committed. That one thing that a Liverpool man needs to do. He needs to stop being too fast to talk. So, Mr. Gilman, thank you for the program. It's too low today, and that was so cheap of him, the men of his caliber. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Phoenix, Arizona, and welcome Douglas Bailey.
Yeah, how are you, Mr. Gayman?
I'm good. Welcome.
Thank you for the show. I just got to say three things. So Jeremy Verder and all the angry birds, and I saying that on Spoon TV. All the people are angry birds. May God punish them.
Yeah.
They are angry birds. When they're so angry, so they polarize together. May God punish them. May the prayer, what they're looking for, honor this song asking God for, may the prayer return to them on answer for lying on people who trying to build our country. Jeremy Verder, you will eat your own shit in your old age because you are evil. And the evil you playing, God will punish you. It's a game.
Yeah.
I'll say another thing. Today, we have 5 ambassadors that came to Liberia and gave a credence to the president. Norway, Denmark.
Yeah.
So that name it, Netherlands. So when you see Europeans coming to your country, it means the women they get some money also. So we Africans we get too much people in our
Yeah.
When you look, Mr. Gayman, 1986, when the war was coming, the Americans were getting warning. The people started closing embassy.
Yeah.
The people know when good coming to country, the people know when bad coming there.
Yeah.
You see that Liberia there? When the white people coming by, so it means that Liberia is on the right foot. It means that they are well pleased.
The country is opening up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No people are well pleased with President we are. And the angry birds, they are angry because they are not part of the activities going on.
Right.
So the third one is election is coming on. Jeremy Verder explained to me yesterday that he sent that ball in the house to hard there and do that thing when he did. That's what I meant to me. Because he wants to tarnish the president repetition because they're not sitting and think what they're going to do. So they're bringing all that thing on, thinking so they can hear the president for the election. All that thing is around the election. Without other grasshoppers are saying now that they are angry birds. Folks, move on. Let us vote for President we are.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, Douglas Bailey. Thank you. Ahaj Bewazi, welcome. Bewazi.
Yeah, thank you very Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you very much, and let me say thank you to all of the callers. And they make a very salient point here today, Mr. Gilman. I just have few things to say, Mr. Gilman. The government of Liberia, through its Ministry of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism, needs to know that there are certain statements that come from media institutions that's supposed to be regulated. And the statement that came from Spoon FM and radio, there was no disclaimer or anything that's been said by the panelists or invitees is not owned by Spoon or any other thing. So therefore, by virtue of respect by the law that come from the Ministry of Information, Mr. Gilman, they need to be cautioned, they need to be warned, and two things, either they be warned or they be shut down. An election is coming.
Yeah.
Right now, as I'm talking to you, Nigeria is on fire. People are dying left and right. Because of what? Because social media, radio institutions are causing a lot of problems in the country. And right now, as I'm talking to you, Mr. Gilman, they are shutting down most of the radio stations. Today is Friday. Tomorrow they're going for elections. It's Friday already here to me. I'm sorry if you stay on your Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. They are closing down most of the radio institutions, especially in media institutions, are causing chaos in the country. They're making people to go against the people. Mr. Gilman, if the government of Liberia does not take charge of what comes in the airways of Liberia, then they are the evil people. Then you don't mind people like Jerome Vardia, Mr. Gilman. You blame the government because the government failed to take charge of the responsibility. Number two, Mr. Gilman, let the media institutions that support this government, including the police, information arm, take a press to our mother, even though right now she's bereaved.
Yeah.
She's bereaved. We are so sorry for the loss of her daughter. It's so frustrating. Yeah. I know what it means for armed robbers to enter your house and attack your family and attack you. I know what it means because 2020, my family was attacked.
Yeah.
And my mother, my brothers, my siblings, all of them was attacked just because
you were in the country.
One hate or something.
Yeah.
I think the same thing happened to you, Mr. Gil.
It happened to me, my little brother. Yeah.
Few weeks later, after it happened to me, it happened to you. Few weeks later, it just 2 weeks apart. I have to run away from that country and come back to where I am right now. It cost me now. I'm not even going back to Liberia maybe until maybe campaign time or something. Mr. Gilman, let the media institution go and ask that lady question. Is it true that you told Jerome Verdier that Jefferson Koji is involved with the armed robbery that took place in your house?
Right.
Let she be able to answer these questions because it is something that is going to create problem. It is something that will help them to close down radio station, especially Spoon FM. Because if she say no, then they can go to Spoon and close the station down. They can remain on Facebook. Because information that comes from the radio station should be guarded and protected under the laws of Liberia.
Right.
People should not be able to go down there and say anything they feel like saying.
Thank you very much, Bewazi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nicholas U10 Smith, Dark Banner, is our North America correspondent out of California. UTEP.
Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Gilman. I want to appreciate you for the discussion, and I want to appreciate all those that spoke. Thank you for your comments. Mr. Gilman, firstly, I don't know whether you was on top of this information I'm about to provide, because I just joined into the program, and, not too long. Information that I gather that the girl that died is a foster daughter of Councilor GLORIA MUSU. She read that girl from baby.
Right.
Yeah. So she's a foster daughter. But I think it is so heartbreaking.
It's still the same.
Yeah. It's heartbreaking for such to happen to such a determined young woman.
To anybody.
I learned that. I learned that she was to graduate from SCARS, a college, a SCARS Institute. But Mr. Gilman, I think Mr. Jerome Verdier is a pathological liar. And I also want to add, he's very bloody in his expression. I don't know such a man with that kind of character, with the role that he played within the Liberian society, to come up and make these kind of unscrupulous allegations
diabolical
allegation against the government, and most especially the president and Jefferson Koji.
Yeah.
I listened to him today. I was very furious, and if I had the power to put a slap in that man's ear, I was going to do so. I was going to commit a domestic or violence or crime, because what he was saying, it didn't make no sense.
No violent speech.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. There was contradiction in what he said. Mr. Gilman, he said the guy who carry he's one of the deputies there at MCC. And then later on again, he said when the person carried out the crime, Jefferson Koji didn't meet with the person.
Yeah,
the person was paid to third party.
Yeah, because the person did not accomplish the mission.
Accomplish the mission. Yeah. So Jefferson Koji refused to meet with the person. He decided to pay the person to third party.
So how much was it?
How would this guy be working at MCC, and then you say Jefferson Koji or pay him to third party? Right. It don't make no sense. How will you come here and already say President? And in fact, he said he would divvy that out reports because when they released them, they were going to, how you call it? They were going to or speak to the public and expose everything that happened. How will you want to reduce our president to that kind of level? Just what Terry said. The president, we are even somebody like involved with men. So we are get all the money to get anybody he wants. He got all the money to get everybody he wants.
Let's limit the time here. The lines is getting very crowded.
Man, like Jerome Verdier. Look at the guys in on school. Look at the guys in on school, Mr. Gilman. They were there. Some of them were excited about that news.
Yeah. And some of them were. Yeah, she was excited about it. At the end, what she said, October 10, you know what to do. You don't want
you know what to do.
You know what to do.
Thank
you very much.
Yeah, no, let me learn on this one. I appreciate the Leo guy who on that show, and also James Goode Flomo.
Yeah, Flomo.
They were able to hold some standards.
Yeah, Goode Flomo. He did well today. Asking for evidence.
And Leo too.
Yeah, Leo.
And it was even Leo who said that you all need to issue disclaimer.
Yeah.
Before he said, But Fagon, who is a big fool, the grasshopper politician, he there every day. He didn't have any government. So what?
Talking about.
Okay, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Let's take Conan.
Hello, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
How are you?
Let's do 1 minute apiece, please. We got 10 more minutes here. I got 8 persons on all the lines here.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and good evening to all of your listeners and all of the panelists and everyone that spoke. I just want to get a clarification, because those allegations against the president is at the level of crime against humanity.
Right.
Because he ordered the death
of 3 persons.
Allegedly, according to Jerome Verdier.
The compromise.
So based on that, it's in the international community right to prosecute crime against humanity, because he said that it has to be prosecuted in Liberia first before you can take it. If they cannot prosecute that case, then you can take it to the international community, which of course is contradicting.
Very.
Because he says he's a lawyer. And we all know any crime against humanity, it goes straight to the international community and they will prosecute.
They will prosecute, yeah.
So how can he say he's a seasoned lawyer, an educated lawyer, and saying that the case he got against the president and the major, Jefferson Koji, has to be prosecuted by Liberia first, and if they cannot handle the case before it can go to the international community, which of course is a blatant lie. You know, when these people see something good coming from the government side, they try to throw
put a monkey wrench.
wrench.
Yeah, don't throw a monkey wrench in it. Absolutely.
They were shocked, and the shock is still in the opposition today. From the 4th of February, they did not believe that the Liberian people are resolute and they will turn out to support their president and their government.
Right.
That particular teaching shocked the opposition, and they are confused. They do not know what to do. And these are the tactics they are trying to create against the administration, especially the president.
Right.
So that's my point I just wanted to make.
That's very salient. Thank you.
To make to the audience.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Conan BC. Thank you. Let's take on Confident D from Minnesota. Confident, welcome. Confident D. After Confident, we'll go to Australia and welcome Mass SP Pelu. Confident D.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, I think we should get used to these people nonsense. Every time something good happens in the country, they come up with these kind of president, especially Vardia, whoever his name is,
right?
Deadbeat dad, as you call it.
Yeah. Deadbeat dad.
Mr. Gilman, remember when he came out with the same story with Justino Taylor and Jefferson Koji?
Yep, exactly.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, Mr. Gilman, I would say sometimes I sit back and I wonder what a God punish with the women, because Jerome Verder is sitting in some lady house or apartment, lay back and talk stuff with confidence.
Yeah.
You know, talk part of nonsense. He's not working. He say he's a lawyer. He's not even practicing law in this country. He just on Spoon TV. And one thing I want to say to Leo, he's a smart young man, and Spoon TV that he's sitting on, he should be very careful before he tarnishes his reputation, because on that show, all they do is lies, lies, lies. They just lie from morning to night. I just want to say to sedition Liberians, you guys need to be focused. This is election time, and these opposition, they have no hope. It's like you swimming and you get nothing to hang on but a piece of leaf. That's what's happening to them now. So they're starting with the nonsense they're always doing, going to kill people and put it on the government. So we should be aware. And Jefferson Koji then need to take action, Mr. Gilman.
Absolutely.
This happened to Bill Trawe.
Bill Trawe.
When Henry Costa lied on Bill Trawe, it went in the thin air, and that's how today Bill Trawe is out of job.
He's out of job. He's sanctioned.
He's out of job.
Thank you very much.
Jefferson Koji, you need to take action.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're not taking no more callers. We're gonna exhaust these callers and then we're gonna call it. Sunday Washington asking me, Gilmer, are you okay? I'm tired, my man. I need sleep. I haven't had good sleep the last couple of days. I want to take some Tylenol PM and sleep tonight. Comfort Mamite, welcome.
Yeah, hello, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming to small sleep on your. You know, Michael, this opposition, these people, they are so obsessed with Jeff. It's not even funny.
It's not funny, no.
They will try anything to get him on that sanction list. But what I have to say to Freda is, I am so ashamed for him because people that practice law, when they listen, if they had listened to him today, that the Google lawyers, there are people that know law. If they listen to him today,
right,
they would rather be shocked and they'll be embarrassed for him.
Mm-hmm.
This thing that happened yesterday, now you know, find somebody guilty. Boom, knock the gavel down, the man guilty, then orchestrated everything. What is the proof?
naked arm robber.
Yeah, what a proof that you got? You call yourself a lawyer. What a proof you got? They are so obsessed with Jeff. And I hope this time that Jeff find a way to make them to produce evidence because every little thing happening in that country, they will go and put it on Jeff. Me, I'm not even vexed because I'm not surprised, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that happen in our country, they can be praying. It's like most of the time when things happen, I just feel like they won't play all those things. Because every little thing happen, that Jeff Koji, that Jeff Koji, that Jeff Koji, you know. So I am not surprised. Number two, where they know how we're dealing with the spoon and the teaspoon and everybody they feel it. So they want to find something for us to occupy our time with.
Right.
So we gotta be very, very careful. All right. We gotta be very careful. We all know Jeff did not do what they say he did.
No.
All right. But Jeff, if you're listening to me, you need to put his face on this one. Because he's young and they're trying to destroy his political career. They're trying to destroy him. So he needs to do something about it.
Absolutely.
And Liberia not stupid anymore. Everybody listening to him today, they know that they were like, even a panelist, all of them immediately when he started talking about harassment and the faces start changing. I don't watch it, but when somebody share, I look at it.
For good day Flomo to ask tough question, you must know.
Yeah. Because he can't just
and then he did not
like,
answer, to be frank with you, he did not answer good day Flomo question. He did not answer Leo's question. He did not.
Yeah.
And grasshopper politician and data inflation, they were happy about his responses.
Yeah.
And then she was cutting good Flomo off as he was pressing more hard questions. She was cutting him off and then rushing to end the show because the time for the 5,000 views were up. It has still 10 more minutes. You are coming to see how the two are coming to just drop. Yeah. Thank you very much, Comfort Mamite.
Yeah.
Let me say thanks to Hawa Tote. She sent a donation for the hall. I told you that we got a little over $1,000 last night, and we needed 1,200. Hawa Tote sent $25. Also, what's his name? On Charles Brown. Charles Brown sent $30 on the Zelle app. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's go to Australia and welcome Mas SP Pelu from Australia. Mas Pelu, we'll come back to the phone so folks don't go away. Mas, you want to unmute yourself? Mas, welcome. Welcome. Unmute yourself. We're not hearing you. Just mute the video and listen in.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, welcome.
You hearing me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say hello from Australia and hello to everyone on the show. I've been following the show since this morning and I'm just angry, very angry of what the Jerome Verdigas is doing to our people in Liberia.
You know, we have a lot of illiterate people who, as soon as they listen to one story, one side of the story, they pick it up and they believe it, and then they carry on. So my question to Jerome Verde is: did he really sat in the law class and did the study and did the course the end of the course and passed and got his certificate or got his whatsoever to become a lawyer? Because a real lawyer will not sit on airway like how he sat there today and spit out cabbage.
Uh-huh.
He can be, seriously, a real lawyer who is smart, who know what law is, will not sit over there and say what he said today.
Right.
I watched the whole thing. I felt angry. I felt pain. I felt sorry for our people. And I don't really know what Jefferson Koji have done to this man that he always want to put him into trouble. He have fight, and he's still fighting. The last time he did it, the same Liberian stood up for Jeff. At the end of the day, he was clear. And now he's looking for another way to put him into another trouble. Like Comfort just said, the thing just happened yesterday. And Jerome Verde has already have all his evidence. He proved.
The armed robber was naked.
Yes, he living in America. He went. I don't know if he was on ground. Like he went. He did his, survey. He did investigations. And how did he get all this information in less than 24 to 48 hours of the kind of a case?
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gayman. I feel pain.
I know.
And Spoon still giving this kind of man their platform with all what they are going through, with all the things they are going through, that they have no more credibility. People don't even trust him. Right. They're still giving him the platform to sit there and waste rubbish.
Yeah.
I would tell Leo to be careful on that show. Leo need to be very careful. He's a very smart guy.
He is.
With a good bright future. Yeah. He need to get off that show or be very careful on that show before he tarnish his reputation.
Absolutely.
The people of Canada trust him so much. He need to be very careful on that show. So I just want to. I'm angry, Mr. Gim. I don't even know what to say. I'm very angry. I'm pissed off.
Catch your breath. Or
seriously.
Call Barbara. Call Banjo. Your talk.
Okay, I will do that. It's hardly what would men like that sit up there. Yeah. My question: did he really sit in that law class and do all his courses and go to the end and pass right. and pass for him to sit over there? Does he know what law means?
I know.
Just the meaning of the law. If you know the meaning of the law, he won't sit over there and just spit out garbage and say he's talking and with confidence.
Nonsense with confidence.
Let me let you talk to other people, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you very much.
Nonsense with confidence, seriously. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yes. Dopo, Sarah Dopo, we received $50 from you last night on the Cash app. I did receive that. On our Dama Breeze, we did receive yours as well, $30. And just now, Nathan Pogba sent 35 on Zelle, and Steven Sla from Minnesota sent $50 on the Zelle app also. Henry Doe sent $30 on the Zelle. Charles Brown, $30. We're getting there. Let's go to the phone lines here and welcome our next speaker. Tamasa, you're gonna be the last person to speak here. You're gonna close for us here. Tennessee, Frederick, Tennessee, Niman.
Yeah, Mr. Mbappe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mbappe, my blood cell boiling. Someone said they're going to slap that man. One simple thing, Liberians, sometimes we have to go back to videos when something happened.
Right.
The last time this guy, the Sheikh and Sako, and you were explaining something, and you were explaining, thinking that he was talking back against the president. And meanwhile, he was telling Liberian people that the president started building a horse long time, or horses long time. The same way, Gerald Brodia is explaining that the president sodomized those children. But they see Facon knocking his head just like one big drum, knocking his head, went on air that the president last trip he came on, where he landed him in America, he was going to do transplant with the children kidney.
Yeah.
So while he Facon and for two of them, one saying the children were sodomized, and the other one saying the children kidney were taken to be used for the president.
Yeah.
Why Facon couldn't say, no, man, I didn't want to get the evidence. The thing you're talking now is true. That my own, you know, Mr. Giver, so that the only thing I can tell me that our people sometimes, some people will listen to these things and they will now go and check, or they will not think for credit, sit down and say, oh, look, the thing people talking doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know, that the only thing that can help me, I know wrong from right. I'm gonna say that thing can fool me. But I think about our people, that kind of message. Otherwise, I agree with the Wasi who's saying that the government, certain information when it's put out there, if they don't disclaim it, you know, because I think the people listening to them in Liberia with that kind of information. Liberians will not be how they call it, yearning for peace, or the country was not country now that open. Your children, people can just get on the street and do anything with that kind of information.
Yeah.
I just called to just say that I'm, you know, but God will beat them. That really listen, that lady, that inflation. Then she just knocking your head that day. No, that it wasn't with I don't look at the woman to your head that day. Don't let it waste that from Greenfield County. My own county.
Thank you very much, Tennessee.
Okay.
Let me say thanks to Myers Blamo Sr. For $40 on the Cash App. Myers Blamo, thank you. Joseph Babu, $25 on Joseph Babu on Cash App. Thank you very much. And Solomon B. Johnson, that's a Mandingo General. Vogelinza, Mandingo General, $30. Thank you very much. Let's go to Delano Tamasa to seal the deal for us here tonight. Tamasa.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, and good evening to all our people, our nephews, so on AB and the rest of the team.
Right.
Yeah, firstly, Mr. Gilman, you know, I just
Miss
want to
Chappie is
extend
on, but she's just listening. She's busy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you
Right.
for letting me know. Oh, hi, Sis Rachel.
Right.
Great to have you on, and yeah, just listen. Well, I would love that. But I just want to use this time, you know, quickly, Mr. Gilman, to extend my deepest, you know, sympathy to the former Attorney General of the Republic.
Former Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Former Chief Justice.
Oh, Chief Justice,
Yeah.
right? Oh, I thought I was the Justice Minister.
Right.
Oh, okay. But yeah, okay, the Chief Justice. Okay, doing Taylor Town, Gloria MUSU Scott. Recollect. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to extend my sympathy to the loss of a daughter, you know, whether, you know, I think it's a great loss to the family. And looking at the situation, you know, we don't know what is obtaining, but we hope that there will be an investigation into this matter so that we can understand, you know, what is ongoing and have the perpetrator be brought to justice. Whatsoever the situation may be,
Right.
we pray that the government, you know, move in quickly and to bring that situation under control and let that investigation be launched. I look, there are other cases we had closure. There were cases, you know, that murder took place. The perpetrator was chased or captured after some months, and it happened with the Chinese person that they killed in Bassa. The perpetrator were arrested. So I know, I still believe and trust the national security apparatus. I have so much confidence in them with the little resources, but at least, you know, there will be some form of investigation into the matter so that we can know what is ongoing. Mr. Gilmont, lastly, you know, the issue, you know, I think Sis Duckus Bailey, you know, and the rest,
said is there are certain people whenever they come on air, they no need to panic.
Right.
Especially when you hear Jerome Verdier, what do you expect? you know,
There be
yeah,
that.
what do you expect from Jerome Verdier? Do you expect that Jerome Verdier said President Weah is the best president of the
Gatti,
republic? No.
Gatti,
Do you
Kari.
expect that?
Listen to what
Yeah,
Gatti Kari Pastor will say here.
yeah.
The two door down banger data.
I can understand now.
Yeah, you stay on go ask Papa Flobo.
But never be surprised
Yeah.
whenever we hear Jerome Verdier. Politics, envy, jealousy. These are things that becloud people.
Right.
He came on Jeff. It didn't work. He found other means. He cannot be the person to resuscitate Spoon FM, Spoon Talk. No. These people are just fighting back.
Right.
When somebody is drowning and people are not even paying attention to you, they can come many ways to be swinging for people to
they want
claim
attention.
attention.
Yeah.
So what do we expect? Can you imagine? I mean, see how low these people are going. But thank God, Mr. Gilman,
Yeah.
that at least if they could come out and say, "Oh, President, we have promised the Liberian people, and he done nothing,"
Mm-hmm.
then we'll look there. But they can't talk about roads.
No, they can't.
Because there's no room for it. They can't talk about the homes that they are building for our people.
No.
They can't talk about it. They can't talk about electricity is coming up. People are enjoying light.
Mm-hmm.
They will not talk about it. The educational sector, the largest hospital now in the Bella Forest. They can't talk about it.
No.
So thank God, because these are things that the president will step upon to give him the second mandate.
Yeah.
So now there will be the wishy-washy discussion. So thank God that they're not going there. 5 letters from other countries accepting ambassadors in our country.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you Liberia honored President George Weah is open to the world.
Right.
These are things that will always make us to celebrate. As they're talking these things, there are things that are happening that we need to celebrate upon. Our people, do not worry, do not be deterred, do not be frustrated. The government is working. The tangibles are there that the government can run upon. That President Weah will not tell the people, say, I will do this, but I have done this and I can do more. The level has changed. President Weah, 6 years, another 6 years, is carved in stone. And you know that kind of stone? Sentimental rock, what the hardest rock. I'm not a science student. But Mr. Gilman will help me on it. But thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I just got in. I said, no, I got to chip in quick before, I can get my night, So it's so good that, thank you so much for, picking me up this short time that came in. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of our people that continue to follow. You did a breaking story. Anyway, you did a breaking story. That story, digging deeper. You dug into, I don't know. Now I think I guess we are getting now a sort of water. But thank you so much.
Gas and
But
oil.
you know the story I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilman.
No doubt.
And thank you all our people. Yeah.
Isaac,
have a blessed night.
No doubt. Isaac D. Camus says Verdier has lost credibility. And George Manu from Philadelphia, welcome there. He said, Mr. Gilman, they are right. Because when they do these things, nothing happens. Amadou Kamara, Jerome needs serious medical attention, and I will provide the money for that. Marie Pine, I think Mr. Scott has some documents on Verdier during Ellen time or other past government officials, so they want to get rid of her. Just saying, and talking about that, Councilor Justice, former Chief Justice Gloria MUSU Scott, uh, 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 is the lead counsel in the LP Liberty Party case against Musa Hassan Bility. and his political cartel accused of altering LP constitution. Okay, so could it be from that side? But the best person that can speak to all of this is the absolutely Teresa Piacetti. Thank you for keeping the school there. We are about to get off here. Yeah. And Sonny Washington. My man, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Yeah. Stephen Kier, we need to file a $5 million lawsuit on this low knowledge lawyer for tarnishing the good name of our beloved president. The suits should be in a U.S. court, not Africa. Absolutely. And Kuye Gallo, Jerome could be a father to Jefferson. Absolutely. You know? Yeah. He could be. But he feels that the young man went after a woman. That's how he feels. And that's not true. All right? He feels, let me tell you, Jerome Verder even thinks that Jeff Koji dated, I mean, no disrespect to her, but that's the news that he put out there. His colleague on the commission, the former commission, Commissioner Master Washington, okay, he feels that way. That and she called Jeff her Pekin, and Jeff calls her Oma, big sister. He feels Jeff went away his ex-wife, the woman that divorced him in Kenya. I don't know why he is so afraid of this young man. I don't know. Felicia Bright Crawford, Jerome Verder is a pathological son of my queen, liar, my own word. Alan Cephas, Jerome he suffered from a lifestyle and it's confusing him.
What do I do now? They're concerned. I can't let nobody control me. I find peace in this melody. Money, 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 money. Oh yeah, wear grace.
Jerome Weir, thanks for $25 on the Cash App. Joanna Zulu, Amy Black, Nina Quia.
No waste not from Ireland, but those sweating, pepper soup bubbling. Nothing a minute can tell me. If I not kill a beat, I be felony. Everything steadily giving you all of me. I measure my heart to show you. I break in my back, pull you. You know I got the keys to your heart. You know I got the pass to your soul. Say she would never let me go. But was he always on the road?
Abraham Conner. I was also told that documents were taken away from Councillor Scott's residence. Is it part of LP case? Doris Cooper, Lady Adumba, Charles Musa, we like the truth. Annette Yali. Rebecca Vanney, $25 towards CLN Convention Hall in Minnesota. Well, folks, thanks very much. Thanks for being there. We're going to have a full show for you tomorrow. Favor L. Morris, Felicia Bright, Crawford. I'll give you a call right after the show. Our convention chairman.
For life, we're a team for life. We're gonna be alright.
Gay Voa, they can laugh.
No waste not from Ireland, but those sweating, pepper soup bubbling. Nothing a minute can tell me if I not kill it.
Comfort Mamite.
Everything's steadily giving you all of me, no time.
Arata in a cellar.
The only thing I want to see you doing a tricky thing.
Well, folks, that does it for us here. Do have yourself a great night. Somebody man at the Sanama Swan. Grace T. Java. Henry Duba Hill. Monique Boyu. Somebody at the Sanama Swan. Says Makula Musu Dennis 313-957-9702. That's our 313-957-9702.
Move.